I hated Superman. And I mean hate in all caps. For years, I couldn't stand the guy. To me, he was boring, overpowered, no flaws, nothing relatable, no edge, no real struggles. The overpowered alien who always wins. He was too perfect. I was born in 92, so growing up, my favorite heroes of all time were Spider Man and Wolverine in that order. But as I got older, Batman became my all time favorite hero. But Spider Man is retaking that spot. Anyway, hated Superman, couldn't stand his guts, hated his ass. Until 2013 came along and a little movie called Man of Steel came out starring Henry Cavill. Now, unlike the 2006 film Superman Returns, which basically justified my hatred for the character, Zack Snyder's Man of Steel in 2013 actually opened up my eyes to how great of a character Superman is. I mean, this is a film, and I know, look, some people hate Man of Steel. I loved Man of Steel. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it. I loved it. I didn't grow up reading Superman comic books because I hated the guy. So why would I read his books? But anyway, Man of Steel, to me personally, was a film that showed a version of Superman I've never seen before. I didn't even watch the animated series because I could care less about Superman growing up, for previous reasons listed. But even if you don't like Man of Steel, you gotta admit Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder did their thing with that movie. It's because of Man of Steel that I realized that Superman isn't flawless. You know, he's constantly torn between human compassion and Kryptonian power. You know, his internal struggles makes his choice meaningful. You know, like the scenes of Clark growing up, being misunderstood, isolated, trying to fit in. I mean, no movie's perfect. There's a couple scenes in the movie that's like, okay, could have been translated better, but I get the message. Cavill's Superman showed that even the most powerful being in the world can feel alone, insecure, and conflicted. You know, the feeling of I don't fit in anywhere, I think is the one that I resonated with the most, especially growing up and being bullied as a kid. You know, I wasn't a part of the cool kids crew. Even though I'm not gay, I was called gay. You know, I was always the last one picked, you know, for sports, if I was picked at all, stuff like that. Man of Steel made Superman relatable to me, and inspiring. It made Superman relatable and inspiring, and I actually liked the character after watching Man of Steel. Superman stopped feeling like this god character and started feeling like a person with impossible expectations. You know, his perfect imperfection, his willingness to keep trying to do good despite the pain, loss, and pressure, which I think James Gunn's Superman also translated very well. Now, unlike before, I could see myself in Superman currently. Like, you're always on the straight path. You're always trying to do the right thing, even when it's hard. You know, and it's like, I think everybody can relate to this. You see, the people who are most successful are always the assholes. And people who are trying to do good, like me and you, hopefully you, but you know, people who are trying to do good, like, we can't seem to catch a break. It's always something, you know, that gets in our way or causes a delay, or, you know, you're trying to do good and it's something, but yet it just seems like life rewards the assholes, the Lex Luthors, you know. And so Superman isn't about being perfect. You know, he's about choosing good even when it's hard. And even when Superman turns bad in Injustice, which honestly, he lost the love of his life, Lois Lane, but she was also pregnant with his child. So how many of us would not snap in that moment? I feel like 95% of us would. So you can't fault the guy. Even when he's all bad, you can't fault the guy. And when he's all bad, he's still imperfect, you know? So yeah, I hated Superman, but after Man of Steel and after James Gunn's Superman, I now realize that Superman's real power isn't perfection. It's imperfection. But what about you? Did you always love Superman, or did you have to grow into it like me? Let me know down in the comments. Did you like Man of Steel? Did you like James Gunn's Superman? Let me know that too down below, along with your favorite hero of all time. And David is the name of the actor in James Gunn's Superman. It slipped my mind earlier, and I don't want to butcher his last name, but David, I remember now. But thank you guys for listening. I don't know, I just felt like making this video. So yeah, just to give my thoughts. I guess this is like a short video essay, I guess. I don't know if that qualifies. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.